Are we finally approaching the point where XRP finds long-term stability, or is the market still preparing one last test before a real shift begins? That's the question many XRP holders are quietly asking right now. While emotions across the market remain mixed, the data surrounding XRP is starting to suggest that we may be much closer to a major turning point than most people realize. In this video, we're going to focus entirely on XRP, where it stands today, what the timing models are suggesting, and what one remaining risk could look like before the market fully moves forward. Hey guys, welcome back to Whiteboard Crypto Update. In today's video, we will talk about XRP. So be sure to stay focused, as you surely don't want to miss out on this. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss any of our uploads. This video is for educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. Let's begin with timing, because timing has always played a crucial role in XRP's market cycles. XRP does usually form long-term lows randomly. Historically, it tends to stabilize during very specific time windows when selling pressure becomes exhausted and momentum reaches extreme levels. Right now, XRP is positioned in one of the most historically oversold conditions it has ever experienced. In fact, when comparing this period to XRP's entire price history, this moment ranks as the second most oversold phase XRP has ever seen. That alone doesn't guarantee an immediate move higher, but it does signal something important. Downward pressure has already done most of its work. One thing worth noting is that momentum indicators have not yet fully reset upward. This means the market is still deciding whether the current structure represents the final low or whether XRP needs a short period of additional consolidation before fully turning the page. From a time-based perspective, however, the picture is becoming increasingly clear. When we zoom out and compare today's conditions with previous XRP cycles, we are sitting directly inside a window that has historically marked major turning points. Whether the exact low is already behind us or slightly ahead of us, the timing strongly suggests we are nearing the end of the corrective phase rather than the beginning of a new one. It's also important to understand the scale of what XRP holders have just experienced. This was not a routine pullback or a typical market fluctuation. XRP recently went through one of the most extreme volatility events in cryptocurrency history. For anyone newer to XRP or crypto in general, this period may have felt overwhelming. But context matters. This type of environment represents the outer edge of market stress, not something that happens regularly. If you're still here after this phase, that alone puts you in a much smaller group of participants. XRP is naturally volatile, but volatility itself is not the enemy. Volatility is the reason opportunities exist in this market at all. What many people don't realize is that XRP's downward movements often take longer and feel heavier emotionally, while its upward movements tend to be faster, sharper, and far more compressed in time. This imbalance is why XRP is so difficult to trade actively. Missing just a few key sessions can mean missing a large portion of an entire cycle's performance. That's also why constant switching in and out of positions has historically underperformed simple long-term holding for XRP. The market often rewards patience far more than precision. Now let's talk about something extremely important: XRP's performance relative to Bitcoin. This comparison is often overlooked, but it offers valuable insight. Recently, XRP came close to slipping out of a critical support zone against Bitcoin. Instead of continuing lower, XRP reclaimed that area and moved back into consolidation. That behavior suggests resilience rather than weakness. When you examine XRP's long-term relationship with Bitcoin, something unique becomes clear. Unlike most cryptocurrencies, XRP has spent meaningful periods outperforming Bitcoin, depending on entry timing. There is a clear dividing zone in this relationship. Below that zone, XRP has historically delivered stronger relative performance. Above it, Bitcoin has tended to lead. Very few digital assets show this type of balance over time. Currently, XRP is consolidating within a tightening structure against Bitcoin. After a strong move late last year, XRP has managed to hold much of that progress. Instead of breaking down, it is compressing into a formation that often precedes expansion. While this does not guarantee immediate upside, it does suggest that XRP is maintaining strength relative to the broader market. That brings us to the final risk everyone needs to be aware of. XRP is attempting to reclaim previous price structure, but it has not fully completed that process yet. Because of this, there is still a scenario where XRP could experience one more short-term pullback before fully stabilizing. This would not indicate failure. It would simply represent the market completing its final phase of consolidation. We have seen similar behavior in past XRP cycles. Previously, XRP experienced an initial decline, followed by a strong recovery attempt, and then a brief additional period of weakness before establishing a durable base. The difference between the early low and the final low was not dramatic in price, but it played an important role in resetting momentum and market psychology. Could XRP revisit slightly lower levels before confirming its long-term direction? Yes, that remains a possibility. But even in that scenario, the majority of market stress would already be behind us. Compared to earlier stages of this cycle, we are no longer in a high-risk environment. We are in a late-stage transition. Being prepared for uncertainty helps prevent emotional decisions. Now, let's address something that many people underestimate. There has been increasing attention around coordinated negative narratives targeting XRP and Ripple. Whether every claim is accurate or not, one fact remains undeniable. Technologies that are irrelevant are ignored. They are not challenged and they are not actively opposed. Sustained resistance usually appears when something has the potential to disrupt existing systems. The level of attention XRP receives, both positive and negative, suggests that its role in the future financial landscape is taken seriously by many parties. Despite recent volatility, XRP's broader structure remains intact. The market phase we are in now is not about collapse, it's about transition. This is the stage that filters out impatience and rewards those who can remain disciplined. The next chapter for XRP is not about surviving uncertainty, it's about positioning for what comes after it. The coming days and weeks may still feel uncomfortable, but history shows that these periods often precede meaningful shifts rather than long-term declines. This is not the moment to lose focus. Stepping away near a potential turning point has historically been one of the most costly mistakes for XRP holders. Stay aware, stay patient, and stay grounded. The uncertainty will pass, and what follows is why so many endure this phase in the first place. Well, guys, that's all we have for you today. What are your thoughts on XRP? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, then be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you for watching.